From Golden Life Creative Vision Studios, we create wisdom through vision. Every story begins as a spark. Every spark becomes light. And through light, we create wisdom. Golden Life Creative Vision Studios.
In yoga studios, marks the entrance to temples, and appears in wellness spaces globally. It's one of the world's most recognized symbols. Most people spell it A-U-M, and if you ask them to chant it, you'll likely hear a disjointed three-part sound, A-U-M. However, according to the laws of classical Sanskrit, that three-part pronunciation is incorrect. If millions are chanting this sound the wrong way, what is the actual correct pronunciation? And what secret does that correction reveal? To find the answer, we have to look at the Sanskrit grammatical law of Sandhi. It dictates exactly how adjacent letters must fuse when they meet. When the short vowel A is followed by U, they must fuse to form the single vowel O. This O is classified as pluta, held for 3 duration units. Ancient texts include the Sanskrit numeral 3, O3, explicitly reminding the chanter to sustain the vowel. Grammatically, Om is a single, continuous sound. This raises a new question. Why do the ancient philosophical texts constantly deconstruct it into 3 separate layers? The Mandukya Upanishad provides the answer. Its authors didn't divide the sound for the sake of pronunciation. They deconstructed it to create a symbolic map for meditation. We can see this map in the physical shape of the Om symbol. This large lower curve represents the first part of the sound, A, which corresponds to the waking state, our outward awareness of the physical world. The second part, U, corresponds to this middle curve. It represents the dream state, where our consciousness turns inward to experience subtle impressions and memories. The final phonetic part, the M, is mapped to the upper curve. This signifies deep, dreamless sleep, a state of pure potential and mental stillness. Beyond the curves lies the crescent of Maya, the veil of illusion. Only by passing through it do we reach the dot at the top, the bindu. This represents Turīya, the silent, pure awareness that underlies all other states. The written symbol of Om is a sophisticated topological map, charting the mind's journey from physical reality toward absolute awareness. While ancient philosophy provides the map, modern neuroscience is beginning to measure the physical territory. Researchers at the NIMHANS Institute in Bangalore conducted a study to see what actually happens to the brain during the chant. Volunteers were placed in an fMRI scanner and asked to chant Om in a precise 1:2 ratio, holding the nasal M hum for twice as long as the O. The scans showed a significant deactivation of the limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for fear and anxiety. Essentially, the chant was quieting the brain's emotional fire alarm. This happens because the physical vibration of the prolonged M hum stimulates the auricular branch of the vagus nerve. This signals the brain to lower its stress response. In contrast, when the control group produced a simple S sound, no such neurological change occurred. The specific frequency and ratio of Om functions as a physical switch, manually dampening the body's automated stress response. Om functions as a practical tool for the nervous system, distinct from its role in religious tradition or simple relaxation. It suggests that ancient sages successfully mapped the complexities of human neurobiology and consciousness long before modern imaging existed. They demonstrated that inner peace is not an abstract concept, but a physiological state that can be triggered through sound. Every human carries the biological hardware for tranquility. Om is the specific vibration that activates it.
Into the breath, before the spoken word, a vibration begins, unfelt and unheard. From the base of the spine to the crown of the sky, where the waking minds dream and the illusions die. A car in the daylight, awake to the sun. You car in the dreamscape where rivers still run. Car in the darkness of fathomless rest. The archer draws steady, the soul at its best. Through the bow of the sacred, the arrow flies clear, piercing the veil where we conquer all fear. Oh, then the pulse of the vast unknown, the sound of the universe carved into bone, beyond every shadow, beyond every sign. Turīya awakens the spark of divine. Oh, them, the sound of peace, calming the storm where the amygdala cried. Vagus nerve whispers, the senses subside. No broken syllables, one endless stream, waking the truth from the depth of the dream.